Welcome to the Villa Download, your weekly passport to all things Love Island, baby.
Hosts, I'm Kimberly from the Pop Culture Green Room. Each week, we're spilling all the tea from Love Island USA, diving deep into the drama of Beyond the Villa, jutting off to the chaos of Love Island UK, and when the time comes, trust us, we'll be bringing the heat for Love Island gangs.
I'm Danielle, aka Danny Gossip Girl, host of Pop Culture Expose, and together, we are your ultimate post-Villa ride or dies.
So whether you're still recovering from Casa Amor or just here for the accents and abs,
savage jumpings and sneaky smooches to Villa glow-ups and Twitter meltdowns, we've got it all, plus live polls, wild theories, and the hottest fan takes.
we're in the right
place.
This is the Villa Download.
Hey, Islanders and Kimberly. Welcome back all to the Villa Download, your weekly Love Island HQ, where Kimberly from the Pop Culture Green Room and myself, who has Pop Culture Expose, we break down every bombshell, every messy recoupling, and the Villa drama that you all crave. So first, though, before we get into it, Kimberly, a quick sorry, y'all, for the scheduling shuffle this week. The Villa gods were testing us, but we're here and we're live. We kind of like doing this little weekend daytime mood instead of our typical Wednesday night, but we definitely have a lot to get through. And tonight we are diving into Beyond the Villa, episodes 4 and 5, the latest Love Island news, shaking up the timelines, and the first 2 episodes of Love Island UK season 12. So trust me, it's going to be a ride. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you, Kimberly?
Hey girl, hey, what's up, all y'all good people? Sorry, you know what happened? I realized that my mic was not mic'd up. I wasn't even plugged in. I sat here just sitting there like ready to go, and I'm like, something's missing. And then I looked down on the floor, I was like, oh, that. So I completely forgot my mic, but I'm here and I'm
Yay. Better to find out now than later.
You're right about that. Oh my! I was just still like in the zone of like trying to like figure out, okay, what's going on? Where are we at this week? Because I have like, I start this new job, so it's like I've got that going on, and I'm like a little behind, but I'm still catching up and trying to hear the news of what's going on with all my favorite Love Island castmates. So here we are to get into all
yes, woo woo! It's speaking of here we are, and even though it's daytime, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, guys. So let's get into this week's drinking game. So glasses up. Today's drinking game is a double dose because, again, we're covering Beyond the Villa and Love Island UK. So take a sip every time Aaron says he just wants to be there for someone. So you'll be taking a lot of sips. Take a sip if Kenny manages to look more bored than last week. So your second drink will just be gone from that. Take a big gulp if anyone says at the end of the day. Drink when someone gives serious serial killer vibes, because that could potentially happen. And from Love Island UK, sip every time a bombshell walks in wearing something the producers picked. And sip when someone says, ooh, that's my type on paper. And yeah, that's our drinking game for the week. So cheers, all.
Cheers. I've got my Coke with a splash of lime.
Yeah, I just have my Coke. I wish I had a splash of lemon. But that sounds good. So cheers. But let's get into Beyond the Villa, Kimberly. So far, we've covered episodes 1 through 3. Now we are on episode 4. It's getting good. Again, it's currently one of my favorite reality TV shows. That
I
made
do
me a
like
McVie family dynasty or whatever it's called, because I think it's just taking it
Yes.
back to like old school, real and authentic. And not necessarily that a lot needs to be popping off on Beyond the Villa, but it feels authentic. And we're seeing stories that we haven't seen before. So for that, I appreciate it. But
Most
this
definitely.
right? I'm liking it. What are your favorite shows right now, Kimberly? And for anyone watching
So
a
it's actually
replay crew, let us know what you're watching too. But go ahead, Kimberly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely let us know. So I am pretty much watching what you're watching. I'm watching McBee Family Dynasty. So I have a history with Steve McBee, well, Jr., from watching him on TV because
Okay.
I loved him on Joe Millionaire. Oh, yeah, no, not the kind of history. I'm like, Joe
Oh.
Millionaire because he was on like one of the last seasons that they had. He and one of the other guys who actually appeared in the McBee Family Dynasty season 1, they were on there. It's like, which one's the millionaire, which one isn't. So it was like super cool. And Kala was one of the contestants and she won. So that's why I thought it was just super cool that they were still together. And then they actually had a reality show. So when I heard that they were doing a show, I was like, oh, wait a minute. All in. So last season, I thought it was good and really, really good. And then this season, I feel like it's even better, even without Steve Sr.
So much better without Steve Sr. Yeah, I got into that show as well because the creator of Crappy Lake, which is, I went down to that town to go visit that and stay in the suite that Sony, I'm not going to call it a suite. I would have stayed in the motel room that Luann stayed in. My sister stayed in the Sonia one. Totally suits our yin personality.
That's how I met you because
But yeah,
I made a post about it and I was just like so fascinated.
But the creator of that show, who is from Crappy Lake, he created the McBee Family Dynasty, and he's become very close with them. Like he has spent birthdays with them, and I don't know, he becomes close to them. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite shows. But going back to why we are here, all Beyond the Villa, it's a continuation of Kenny's villain era that has begun because, as we all know, what's going on in the news with that. But the episode kicks off with Kenny expressing concern that he'll forget to feed the foster dog Juan, something that he's never done before. It's just really not hitting. And when he and JaNa call Miguel and Leah for dog parenting advice, they essentially say if you can manage gym routine and influencer metrics, then you can feed a dog. Like, have a little confidence, Kenny. It's not, obviously it is a responsibility. Don't get me wrong, but like, where is his confidence at? But Kenny refuses to hold Juan, says he looks evil, and admits he really doesn't like interacting with dogs. His lack of enthusiasm earns him an unmistakable villain edit, of course, especially in the light of the recent real breakup news. What are you thinking of JaNa and Kenny as we get into episode 4?
Wow. So I've been, like I said, I've kind of been away for the past week, almost in like my whole different world. So I don't really know what's going on as of late. But I hope JaNa's doing well and continuing her glow up. I haven't heard anything or people about Kenny. So like I said, I'm a little bit in the dark. I don't know. I haven't seen this episode yet, so I'm a little bit behind, but
Girl, you gotta get on top of it. But yeah, we'll get into what's going on with them and the latest news in just a bit. As episode 4 Beyond the Villa continues, we do have some sweet moments and some healthy couples. Serena and Cordell take the cooking class where she reveals, she's waking up daily with anxiety attacks. She is worried how she'll cope while he's gone. I'm a huge fan of taking cooking classes. Kimberly, have you ever taken a cooking class before?
I've taken plenty of cooking classes. I started taking them when I was at 4-H as a kid, and then all the way up until like the most recent cooking class I took was, I would say it was one in San Diego. I did with some girlfriends of ours. We went. What did we make? I think we made sushi. It was
nice.
Yeah, cooking classes are fun. Definitely great for dates.
Yeah, really great for dates if anyone needs an idea. I'm a girl who loves experiences. So when it's like an anniversary gift or something for me and my husband, I try to do an experience like a cooking class or robot making class. I did one time too. So keep it fun, keep it interesting. But Leah and Miguel are peak cuteness, of course. They talk about fostering dogs, and Miguel offers reassuring, supportive words about Leah's health scare. And he says, your happiness is my happiness, because Leah is concerned that she may potentially have a form of cancer. So she's going to the doctor, getting tested for that, and is really concerned about it. But he is totally there for her like no other. And they are quickly becoming the couple with actual emotional maturity. Then, Kimberly, we have Liv and Kendall trying to host. And by I mean hosting, I don't mean hosting a fun party. And I love myself a good theme party, but meaning actually like hosting a TV show, an award show, because of course that's what a lot of influencers want to do that day. But I'm gonna be honest, Kimberly, I don't know how popping is the hosting business nowadays. I don't feel like it's that popping. You see E! News going under and everything.
No, I don't think it's really that. I mean, if you think about it, because they aren't really making too many television shows right now.
Yeah.
So that means it's like less hosts because there's less contestants. So you think about it from that prospect. But then of course there's podcasts. So unless they want to host their own podcast, I mean, there's that.
Which is the better route for them to go.
Exactly. So,
but they seem serious about it to the point where they're hiring one of the most influencer or one of the most people who are on point for hosting, and that's Marky Costello. So she meets with them. She's a hosting coach. So they're trying to explore their influencer career options. Kendall keeps on bragging about his degree in broadcasting. Marky roasts them both for their awkward teleprompter performances and lack of genuine personality. I would say Kendall's broadcasting degree did not come into play that much. It's a little embarrassing. Just a little embarrassing, but hey, kudos for putting yourself out there, talking to experts. So for that, I can appreciate it. But hopefully they'll do more practice in the future. Then there is dog drama at the park. At a dog foster meetup, Kenny refuses again to engage with Juan, calls him evil, and seems checked out. Meanwhile, Leah and JaNa are trying to give Juan love and energy. And the re-edit of the episode makes Kenny look even worse, particularly when he flatly states later that he's learning to deal with Juan. Like, he makes it seem like JaNa has just pushed him into every decision he's in. Like, seriously, boy. Ugh. This was a fun one. I don't know how you feel about roller rinks. I love me a good...
I do, girl. I love a good
I love me a good roller rink. Give me good roller skates over rollerblades any day.
Right? And some nice neons, nice bright
neons. Right? So Serena throws Cordell a going away roller skating party. He's still leaving. I think he's filming the Keke Palmer movie. Kenny eats it on the rink and mopes about Juan not being adopted yet. Serena brings out a nothing but cake. Giving 10 out of 10 girlfriend energy for him, so he really appreciated it. It was a good party. It was nice seeing them get together under those circumstances, but now I really want to go roller skating. as the episode continues, Kayla returns with her kidney stones and all. I've never had kidney stones. Have you had kidney stones?
I haven't. I was thinking whenever she was talking about them before. I never have. I don't want them. I hope, because I heard they were very
Yeah. I'm like holding my stomach just like thinking about it. But she was missing due to a severe health scare. Kidney stones turned sepsis. She's back and reveals she's dating someone new, Torrin, a friend of Caleb, her ex, one of the Montana boys, and the porta potty guy she met from Stagecoach. Yay! Nothing like meeting someone from the porta potty. Ugh. Liv is skeptical, but supportive. Kayla then decides to invite Torrin to Saddle Ranch, despite Aaron being there, and there could be another rooftop scene brewing. And as this episode goes on, episode 4, Kimberly, and episode 5 goes on, there is some weird tension between Aaron and Kayla. And I think a lot of the things that we are not seeing behind the scenes that Kayla is probably trying to keep on the down low. I don't know. I really want them to get back together, but we'll see. I'm just curious to know, anyone who is watching, please, or replay crew, please drop off in the chat on if you would like to see Aaron and Kayla back. I am all for it. Not that he did not mess up during their season of Love Island. Obviously, he did, but I don't know. I think it could be a good lesson learned, and we'll see.
I feel like he's learned. I really have. He is one person I really feel like he has, has done a lot of growth, and you can actually see it, but you can actually believe it.
Yeah, I agree. Very much so. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm liking Beyond the Villa so much. It's not very often that we get to see behind the curtain and the breaking of the fourth wall of what happens when you are blasted into fame after reality show, and how do you deal with it with that fastly. It's a great social experiment.
I agree, and that's what I like so much about it.
Yes. And then it comes to my favorite scene. Well, no, this is probably my favorite scene of the season. And then next, the one I'm getting ready to talk about is my first favorite scene of the season of Beyond the Veil. The second favorite scene is going to be that first rooftop scene with Aaron and Kayla. But
oh, yeah, I like that scene.
Yes. But our PPG girls, Pretty Powerpuff Girls, Serena, Leah, and JaNa all get together for a girls' night in real talk. They talk life, love, and anxiety. JaNa tries to convince herself and others that Kenny is obsessed with Juan. He's not. And his housing situation is valid. And girl, I think our first episode covering, I was giving Kenny props for not wanting to move in with JaNa. Now I feel like such an ass.
Oh no, you don't. We didn't see what was coming.
No. But obviously he had secret ulterior motives for living separately. Leah says absolutely not and calls out how bizarre it is that Kenny has leases in both Dallas and New York City. That doesn't make sense. I also don't know how he can afford that. And after dating that long, I don't know why you wouldn't move in, but obviously we know what happens. They bond over supporting each other during tough moments and the downsides of influencer life. I just really liked seeing these women come together so much because, number one, we didn't see it in this last season of Love Island. None of the girls can stand each other. Barely anyone is damn friends anymore, even like a month afterwards, which is ridiculous. It's just nice seeing these women truly come together. Kind of like how you see the Miami wives come together, but I like their friendship.
Same.
But that was really the episode because they are kind of shorter episodes or so, but really love that episode. I like how much more with every episode I feel like the Islanders are getting more comfortable and feeling more natural around the camera. So it's nice to see. But that brings us into, guys, episode 5 of Beyond the Villa, where the main theme is the slow motion implosion of JaNa and Kenny's relationship as it hits a visible breaking point on their 9-month anniversary, no less. While the rest of the cast continues to spiral in low energy awkwardness. So it starts, Kimberly, with Kenny and JaNa. Again, the villain edit is in full swing. Thank you, editors. The editors can do their thing. I don't think social media needs to like go after him crazy style because this is stuff that happens in a relationship. And obviously he's not going to get famous and get those brand deals he originally wanted. So and JaNa is going to thrive and strive again. I can't wait to see who she's going to date next. So
I know. I hope she. I know she's going to end up with somebody great. Do you think? I think she's going to end up with a pro athlete. I hope she does. I think it would be cool if she did.
I would be interested in her trying out one, not being with one long term. I don't trust them. She needs someone she can trust.
I don't trust them either, but she's young. I feel like she's got plenty of time to.
Yeah, she can play around with them.
Yeah.
A pro athlete would be a good person for her to get under to get over him.
To get over. Exactly.
Yes.
Under to get over.
But not long term. Yes. But Kenny still struggles and refuses to bond with the foster dog, giving the vibe that JaNa and Juan are holding him hostage. It's really ridiculous. Speculation mounts whether production re-edited episodes to foreshadow their breakup or if it was already in motion. I really think Kimberly was already in motion because you saw before it Love Island Beyond the Villa even aired and they have the promos. It looked like there was trouble in paradise with JaNa and Kenny, and JaNa even did a statement. Yeah, and then JaNa made the statement kind of like calling out production for it too. So I think just like the Vanderpump Rules production crew knew what was going on with good old Ariana Madix and Tom Sandoval, these people did too.
You know what? It's funny. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's funny you brought that up because you know what I was kind of wondering and thinking? I wonder if by chance, in my head, in my mind, I was wondering if Ariana like talked to like JaNa and was just kind of like, girl, you know, I wonder if she gave her some advice, you know, to deal with something like this.
Oh, like I think she did recently. They were at an event together recently. Oh, yeah, they were at some type of event. Yeah, they were at some type of event recently.
Doing that. That's how I was wondering, you know, like.
And I saw a clip, and I think she kind of referred back to herself, like, we're just going to be so much better off, something along those lines. It's hard to remember with all the TikToks I watch.
Yeah.
Yes. But Kenny surprisingly planned a dinner date for their 9-month anniversary. Cue the tense small talk about menu choices and forced smiles. JaNa praises their shared humor and patience, though it's not visible on screen. Kenny looks detached and uninterested. It is just so crazy, Kimberly. In looking back to like TikToks of them or clips of them, as soon as he feels like the camera's not on him or JaNa's not looking at him, his whole...
It's like he switches.
Yes, it's so weird. Take a drink. I'm getting serial killer vibes. That was a part of the drinking game. But Kenny admits, though, that he wants separation from JaNa, dropping emotional breadcrumbs that he's checked out. If I was dating someone for 9 months and they were saying they wanted some separation, We about to have some problems. Just saying.
Plenty problems, questions. Like I need answers. Like there's a whole lot of conversations that need to happen. If not, it's one really big one.
Then there is a parking lot confessional split where JaNa says Kenny shuts down when upset. Kenny says it is what it is, and bro, I'm ready to dip. Not cool. Next is Aaron and Kaylor with the Hills style parking lot drama. We'll mix in the Hills with a little bit of Vanderpump Rules with Jax and the chunky sweater. Aaron returns. Why didn't he create the sweater line, Kimberly? Seriously. Jax would have been in a better spot in life if he had done that.
Right.
Oh, Lordy. But Aaron returns from the UK trip with family, reconnecting with Kaylor at the paddle club where she's distraught over her grandmother's decline. Her grandmother is one of the most important people in her life, and she is on hospice, I think, at this point. Kimberly, Aaron questions her in love smile and implies she's sending mixed signal because, like, they totally vibe and know how each other are wired and play off of each other so well. So she is giving him like all goo goo gaga eyes and stuff. And he calls her out for that. At the Saddle Ranch, Kaylor is visibly intoxicated. Aaron confronts her about her behavior now versus at the paddle because they were playing... were they playing table? I think they were playing table tennis or pickleball. One of those two. They were playing something along those lines. And of course, when other people aren't around, she's totally one way with Kaylor. And I think they also spent a lot of time as well off screen that was not aired. But she's very intoxicated. The heated conversation unfolds in the parking lot. Torrin, Kaylor's new guy, is awkwardly leaning on a car just feet away the entire time. Aaron maintains he wants to be there for her, but his presence feels more complicated than helpful. I think he is really only one of the people who could truly be there for Kaylor during this time with her mom and has good intentions. And he talked about times offline where she tried to kiss him or something along those lines. But of course, as soon as her man's around, that's not the case. And she keeps on saying, oh, well, her man, you know, he puts me first and stuff, which is something Aaron never did. So she's still a little hung up on him. Some other key moments in this episode is Leah and Miguel introduce Petunia, a plastic baby, and commit to the bit all episode. I don't think, Kimberly, do you recall in their season of Love Island, did they do the baby?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Situation. I can't remember, but that's what Leah and Miguel did in this episode. They had a baby delivered to them at the start of it and are doing a little competition on who can be the best parent. So she'll see. I really love them together. But Leah and Serena have a champagne check-in. They vent about anxiety, Leah's thyroid nodule, and the U.S. healthcare system. Serena refuses to attend Kendall's party, refreshingly uninterested in fake drama. Then there's Kaylor and Torrin. JaNa visits, teases Torrin about his size and resemblance to Aaron. Every single one of the cast members is like, this looks just like Aaron. He's just like a smaller American version of Aaron. Maybe call it the Temu version of Aaron. And learns Kaylor has taken both men to Saddle Ranch on early dates. Connor randomly takes shirtless kettlebell headshots after signing with a company to build a fitness coaching portal. I mean, he definitely has the body for the fitness game. Good luck to Connor. And then as the episode overall, just some notes on this episode. I don't feel like there was a whole lot to write home about for this one, even though I still really enjoyed it, just because I feel like it's different from other reality shows we're watching. Is the episode is drenched in low energy, maybe in part because of Aaron. I've heard some other commenters say that they don't like how Aaron brings it down, but again, it's a different take we haven't seen. Producers clearly rely on awkward silences, petty confrontations, and re-edits to create tension. And Kenny's villain narrative is building hard, but Janae's charm still carries her side of the story, of course. And Aaron and Kaylor's messiness delivers the Hills level reality TV gold in the parking lot scene. Kimberly, so far, do you think that there will be a season 2? And if there is a season 2, what do you think they should do differently?
I think that there absolutely will be a season 2 because season 1 seems to be pretty popular. People are liking it. Like you said, it's pretty much breaking the fourth wall. We're getting more about what's going on with the couples after the show and their relationships. I think what they can add to it is, I think, other people from other from other Love Island franchises, from Love Island UK, and maybe even mix it up. Maybe who else could they bring in? Another dating show or something, and just kind of spice it up a little bit. Who knows? Maybe throw in some.
Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting. I want to say hello to Wendy, who's joining us in the live. Pleasure to have you here today. Some people have mentioned that it might be good to do it like a summer house style, because number one, this isn't their real life. They all don't live in LA. Why are we putting them in separate apartments? That's not real. That's not authentic. Let's just get them all stuck in a house together. Make it summer house, the COVID season, where they were all stuck in their house for a couple of weeks and they couldn't get around each other. And I'm all for also, Kimberly, bringing back past Love Islanders. I don't know if I want other shows a part of it right now, because there are enough dating shows out there right now that are doing such a good job at bringing all of the different contestants from all of the different reality shows. Right before this, I was watching Perfect Match on Netflix, which they have people from Too Hot to Handle, Bachelor, Love Island. They have a lot of Love Islanders.
Oh, I didn't realize that that's what
as well
was. Okay.
Yeah, one of my favorites, Justine. She's so beautiful. Siesta Key. There's somebody from Siesta Key on it as well. Juliet. So good. So a lot of dating shows are including it, but I wouldn't mind other Love Islanders being a part of it. I think they would be invested in it. I think everyone could naturally get along.
But the format would be a little bit different, though, I would think. I guess maybe just to test that a little bit, I would say.
We'll see. Fingers crossed, make it happen, Love Island gods. Make it happen. I should have manifested that yesterday. Yesterday was 8/8, the best day to manifest what you want.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? I was on it, girl.
But next week is some good teasing going on. Nicole comes to visit. They have so much to unravel, because in case people are not aware, in season 6, right as that season was coming to an end, a lot of crazy videos and texts of Kendall's got published with potentially the opposite sex as well. It was like very, very inappropriate. His invasion of privacy that happened that potentially one of his friends did. And that came out, and I don't know how a lot of girls would have felt seeing that dating him at that time. So they have a lot to unpack in next week's episode. The girls also stopped by Ariana's sandwich shop as well. So I'm excited to see that.
Cute.
Yeah. And then JaNa finally calls out Kenny's serial killer vibes on camera. So it's all going to go down. Yes. And I'm going to launch a poll. I am just curious. I'm going to launch a poll on my channel. Curious to know, how would everyone rate this episodes 4 to 5? So Kimberly, how would you rate Beyond the Villa episodes 4 and 5 yourself based off of what you heard?
From what I heard, I would rate them about a 7. I would say a 7 for both of them. Because it sounds like it sounds like our energy is starting to amp up in episode 5. But I feel like we did get enough information, and we're seeing like a development there. But I don't feel like we had anything like that was too explosive. So I think, but we still got great entertainment. So I feel like a 7.
Yeah, I would agree. A 7 as well. Maybe a potentially 7.5, but yes, agree. So those were the 2 Beyond the Villa episodes. Normally we would only cover 1, but 1 did drop yesterday or the night before. So thought we would squeeze it in. So Kimberly, I threw that fast one on you. I do apologize. But guys, if you're loving hanging out in the villa with us every week, hopefully you are, make sure you like this stream, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you never miss a live, especially this week with Kimberly and I trying to keep you all on our toes with the scheduling, and share it with your fellow Love Islanders as well. And if you're listening to the replay or on any podcast platforms, leave us a review. It seriously helps us keep the drama flowing, guys. But before we get into Kimberly, the first 2 episodes of Love Island UK, because for those that are not aware, every week we're going to be covering a couple of Love Island UK episodes. And Kimberly, girl, Love Island UK is longer than US.
That's right.
Like,
it is, isn't
it's
it?
like over 50 episodes. We got a lot to cover, guys. Lots to cover. Lots to cover. But before we get into that, let's get into some of the latest headline news. I know you haven't been on top of the Love Island news as much this week, Kimberly, because you have a lot going on with new job, getting ready to move. Everything is getting situated for Kimberly in this world. But definitely, Kimberly, if you heard of anything that I'm not relaying, please feel free to share. And anyone watching, if there's some latest Love Island headline news you want us to be talking about, drop it in the comments as well. But to start off with, Miguel Harichi, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I do apologize, Miguel. I don't think I've ever heard his last name said out loud, but Miguel from season 6. He is among reality TV's Hunks nominees. So the Love Island USA faves can vote for Miguel in the Hot Tea of the Year category. The 2025 Virtual Reality Awards, and voting closes August 27th. So vote for the hunk.
There's votes in.
Yep. In regards to JaNa and Kenny, there doesn't seem to be too much going on. JaNa just says she wants to move on for it. She stresses everyone to leave his family alone. Kenny's family had nothing to do with that. I think the audience hasn't been very nice to Kenny's family. Again, obviously you could call him out for his bad behavior. You can make funny memes and stuff, but putting hate into one's comments, let alone their families, is a line that should not be crossed. So JaNa stressed that today. Yeah. But surprisingly, Kenny has still been very quiet, which is good. He better stay quiet. I think it is best for him to zip it. Zip it.
It's his very best interest to kind of be quiet, lay low, and if he pops up again, maybe a few months from now.
Yeah, there was some like fake YouTube account that was created for him, and he was pretending like he was gonna go live, but it was just all a hoax, not set up by him, just somebody trying to get clicks and people to follow their YouTube.
Oh yeah,
probably. So we'll see what happens next week. Amaya and Brian squash breakup rumors still. They threw the first pitch at the Red Sox game and spent time with Brian's family, proving their relationship is strong and moving forward. Amaya was also at the... Did you see them at the game? It was really cute.
Yeah, that was so cute. That was adorable.
And her hair looks phenomenal. I love that style on her. She looks beautiful. She looks snatched. She was at the Chainsmokers concert last night, I guess, and they brought her on stage as well.
So fun. Live your best life.
Yes. Alondria and Nick have been getting couple sponsorships after couple sponsorships. That's part of the reason why they went to Greece. Is because of a sponsorship deal that they got. They're beautiful together. They're cute together. I don't know. I just hope that they're not a PR couple, but
I kind of feel like they actually. Like at first, I thought that they were because you know how just the way it seemed so forced in the beginning. And that makeup session, that makeout session was so cringe for me the first time. I was like, and I'm biting. But then over time, I'm like, I think that I actually feel like they genuinely just really enjoy each other's company. And I think that they actually developed real feelings for each other. I might be wrong, but it's looking like it to me.
I go back and forth. I go back and forth. But when all I see them doing is doing like PR stuff, it makes me wonder. Maybe that's only what I'm seeing. So I hope I'm wrong. Huda has some secret projects going on. I think she's filming something. No one knows what she's filming. She was it looked like she was on a stage set and had her own trailer as well. No one knows what it is for. I think she's also going to become a brand ambassador for, I think there's like a perfume line or something called Huda. Are you familiar?
Huda Beauty. She's I heard that she's.
Oh, okay. Is it beauty? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Huda Beauty official.
My hairstylist and I were talking about that today.
Yes. So I think she's going to become their main brand ambassador. She spent some time with the creator of Huda Beauty. It was really cute seeing their little TikToks together. So she has a lot of stuff going on for her. But one thing this girl should not be having going on for her, are you familiar with Lewis Russell? Are you familiar with this F-boy?
Yes. She should not. Absolutely not.
Huda, you've been making some good moves out of the house. Why the hell? You are a mama. Why the hell are you wasting your time with this F-boy?
Girlfriend, no.
Don't get me wrong, he's cute. But if I had a child, I'm not going, no, she should have fun. She should do her thing. Not even saying it has to be serious. Don't waste your time with Lewis, though. He's just trying to get promotion because he is on this season of The Perfect Match.
Yep.
And of course, he's sneaky in it as well. So he's just trying to get credit. Because of this, I don't know if you saw the drama that it caused Kimberly with the Love Island season 6 girls and Miguel all in following Lewis.
Oh, I don't know. What is that whole story?
Well, Miguel and Lewis have been friends for some time, even before he was on Love Island. I don't know how they met, if they met in the entertainment business, being models, and Miguel being an actor as well. So they have been friends for a while, but, and I could have this wrong, my understanding is that a lot of the girls feel like he just uses women. And he's used their friends as well. So I think they're just kind of over it. I don't think it's anything personal towards Huda personally. They're just tired of his ways and the way he uses women. Yeah. But that is some of the biggest, I would say, Love Island cast news. Love Island USA, though, numbers came out and they hit number 1 on Peacock for the first time. It also topped the Nielsen streaming charts. This topped it. So
nice.
Kind of awesome. Love Island Games 2 is going to be starting up soon, which of course is hosted by Ariana Madix and narrated by Ian Sterling. Originally, there was another host, the UK host, Maya Jama, used to host it, but they're going to be having Ariana do it this season. Probably in part because UK is a longer season. I think Maya Jama wants some time off, and it would be good to bring in some of the US audience into Love Island Games. So we'll see how that goes. But Kimberly, there's more Love Island coming up ahead. So not only do we have Love Island UK to watch, and by the time we're done watching Love Island UK, it'll be Love Island Games. And then once we're done watching Love Island Games, honey, it's Love Island All-Stars.
So we will be so full with Love Island activity that I'm going to explode, and I'm excited about it.
It'll be sprinkled throughout the year. So season 3 is confirmed for 2026. So we have a little bit of time, early 2026. And it's going to be a longer season. It's going to be set in South Africa, as it has in previous seasons, and fans can expect plenty of twists and bombshell drama in the villa. But yeah, it should be good. Yeah. But let's get in, Kimberly, to Love Island UK season 12. We're going to dabble into episode 1 and 2, which for those that have watched Love Island for a bit, you probably know, like, the first week is a little womp womp. There's not necessarily a whole lot to write about. It's really getting a feel for the Islander. So maybe these recaps will go a little bit fast, perhaps. So as this starts off, and you gotta give it up to the UK. They are the OGs. They have always been premiere. Although last season, US totally surpassed it. And I'm sure UK is going to surpass the US because of all the fumbles the US had this season. But they have a new format.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see you get into UK because you've never watched UK before.
No, I haven't. And it's like, so I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to start. It's just been a crazy week. I know I know the names and the characters and the faces, so I'm putting the names to the faces, but it's like I was just waiting for these first 2 work weeks to start and get into my system so I can get my groove back, and then I'm ready.
Well, you got a lot of binging to do. So anyone watching, give a thumbs up in the chat if you are into Love Island UK. But they have a new format, Kimberly, where the girls choose partners based on profiles before meeting the boys. I kind of like that. I like that a lot. Immediate first impressions carry more weight. There's awkward moments and mismatches will they surface quickly. So let's get into introductions and first impressions. In the last episode, I did do a little bit more of a breakdown of the Love Islanders. I'm probably going to break that off, Kimberly, into a separate video in case anybody just wants to focus on that portion. But we have Meg, who is 25. She wants a bad boy. The host predicts heartbreak for her. Shakira is 22. Yes, she's very cocky, believes other girls are jealous. I think her having that type of attitude will be her downfall. Alima, she's 23. She's from Glasgow. She's outspoken and appreciated for honesty. We have Sophie, 29. Motivational speaker and author, survived a fire at 22, which is a very inspiring backstory. We have Megan. She's pretty mouthy and likes to be a big character. And then we have Helena, who's 29. She is thirsty AF. She has no set type. I'm kind of happy they have at least 2 older-ish girls. I'm also happy they don't look, I'm sure, no shade to anybody who gets plastic surgery done. I'll just say they look better than the last season Love Island UK girls. It was really bad. It was really bad. Then to get into the guys, we have Ben, 23. He is a cab driver, extremely cocky. He has very troublesome vibes. We have Dijon, 26, from London. He's tall, confident, and admits to a wandering eye. Red flag. Harry, 30. He is a trader. He claims semi-pro football past, although people are kind of calling BS on that. He bragged about having a roster of 11 women. Who can juggle 11 women?
Like, he's like dating 11 women at once?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a lot. No.
That's a lot.
How do you keep up with all those text messages? That's just too much work. You don't need a winch. That's no. Connor's 25, not to get confused with Beyond the Villa. He's 25. He looks older. He didn't necessarily impress. There is Blue. He's 26. What a name. Cocky, awkward. He speaks awkward Spanish to Alima. He gives a dismissive comment about her looks as well. Not too good. Yes. Tommy is 22. He is mommy's boy. He is childish, and the accent is a little rough. So the initial pairings for this season is Ben and Shakira. They look good physically, but Ben does not really want to try with Shakira. Then we have Dijon and Meg. Meg's unsure, and it's like 50-50 on if it's going to work or not. We have Harry and Sophie. He's into it. Sophie's uninterested. Then there is Connor and Helena. Helena dislikes rugby players, which, guess what? Connor is a rugby player. There is always a rugby player, by the way, Kimberly, in every Love Island UK season. There is at least one or more rugby players. There is Tommy and Megan. They are early ick for me. And I would say the general vibe of this first episode is that there's no strong girl-guy chemistry. So maybe they should have just gone off of looks from the start. But a moment ago, I was screaming red flags because there were definitely some early conflicts and red flags in this first episode, Kimberly, of Love Island
red flag about
UK. Yeah. So Connor tells Helena blondes aren't his type, and she feels like she's already been given like the axe. Why would you say that? Just
he doesn't want her.
Keep certain comments to yourself. Yeah. Ben says Shakira is hard work and admits to being picky. I mean, I don't know if I would want to be called hard work within 24 hours. But damn, you better work hard for me, though. And work hard for my girl Kimberly too. If you want to get into her DMs, just saying, work really hard. Blue tells Alima she's not his type after saying in the video clip that he had no type. She calls him out for that. And Megan is already turned off by Tommy's mommy boy energy. Kimberly, how do you feel about a mommy boy?
I mean, I don't mind a mama's boy, but it can't be too much. Like, it can't be, my mama doesn't want us moving 30 miles away from the house, or, things of that nature, like, or where mama's calling all the shots.
Yes.
You can't have all that. But someone that loves their mom and cares.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I agree. Completely agree. No notes with what you had to say. And I'm happy I found a good one. Some social media reactions to this episode. I always really appreciate the audience reactions to the UK version of Love Island, because those viewers have been around for so long. They know the blueprint. They know the game. Unlike some of the US Love Island fans that are newer. No offense to you, Kimberly, or anyone else. But some of the social media reactions were calling out racism and casting criticism. Many note that both Black contestants were disrespected in the first episode. There was also frustration at the lack of diversity. There's only one Black woman in the lineup and mostly white men whose types exclude her. And tweets called it a humiliation ritual and say Love Island UK is never beating these allegations. So that was like the first reaction to this episode.
But
what do you
really surprise me?
Yeah, no.
No, not really. No, not at all. Because of just given the climate in the UK to begin with, that I've always known of, the racial climate. So that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, you definitely need a really good diverse cast, especially for a dating show like this. There were some relatable and humorous aspects of it. Like the viewers returning every year despite saying that they wouldn't watch it again. Comments were dragging Ben for having good looks but a shitty personality. We all know some of those in this world. And then calling out men who say you're not my type after publicly disrespecting women. So it seems like these UK guys need to get it together. Where's a Jeremiah when you need one?
I know, right? Where is it, Jeremiah?
Or maybe we just think Jeremiah is good compared to like all the other guys. It's another thing going back to Tom Sandoval before he cheated on Ariana. He was the number one guy in the group because of everyone else you had to put him up against. But I would say the overall tone, Kimberly, of the first episode of the season of Love Island UK is it's an awkward start with minimal genuine connection. The new format has potential, but highlights casting and diversity problems. And I will say consistently, I did hear over social media, and I've been trying to stay away from Love Island UK news because I don't want to ruin it, that everybody likes all of the twists and turns this season. So I'm really excited for that. But social media is already buzzing with criticism and memes. But then let's get into episode 2 of Love Island UK. The overall vibe is more described in this episode as a classic Love Island episode with plenty of grafting, strategy, and early drama. Speaking of which, Kimberly, you have a lot of Love Island lingo to use now that you are joining UK. I'll post some of those on my YouTube. I've created images with like all of the different definitions of the word, so I'll make sure to post that later. Shakira's calculated moves secure her a spot where with a standout storyline. So in the second episode, we have a new bombshell, Tony from Las Vegas, and it's a she. She is seen as brash and the stereotypical American. She is beautiful. She has brown hair. Nana disliked her voice and personality.
Nana sounds salty.
Yeah. Some of the overall commentary of the contestants this season is for Blue. I would say he had like a disappointing performance. Shy, dry, lacks personality. Doesn't necessarily live up to his looks in this episode. Alima looked prettier in this episode as well. Shakira is grafting like no other, and she is playing the long game. All I hear is Shakira. And she initially compared to Tony, but she gets better. Dijon is kind of a shark for reading Tony too quickly, but then he reaffirms loyalty to his partner, so that's always good. But he seems strategic and confident at his game playing. Megan, she is labeled as a star player for proactively marking her territory with Tommy. She's confrontational but effective. They have the first kiss in the villa, her and Tommy. So that's good. Who doesn't like a good first kiss? Oh, first kisses are so good. Hopefully. Ben has even less going on than Blue. He's immature. He's kind of like a 6-year-old in the background, in my opinion. And he is classic F-boy, but he doesn't have any good chats. At least going back to Lewis, he's an F-boy, but he has some good chats in banter. Okay. Harry, he's out of line and he makes unnecessary comments about Sophie while flirting with Shakira. Then we have Connor. He shows unexpected chemistry with Shakira. A genuine spark is noticed. There is Helena. Initially, Nana wanted her gone. Later called an asshole for comments about Shakira as well. So there seems to be some girl drama brewing up. And I think I heard maybe in this season of Love Island, kind of like the US season of Love Island, I think the girls are really divided this season.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think I remember hearing this, unless I'm getting confused with last season of Love Island UK. So we shall see as the episodes go on. Yeah. There were some key moments, Kimberly, in the second episode of UK. The first kiss between Megan and Tommy. It was good. It was a little cheesy though, but it was good. Shakira's coupling decision. It was dramatic. It was drawn out, but I still liked it. There was princess energy in full display in this episode. And then there was some talk about Love Island stereotypes, a discussion on East Asian and Indian contestants often being friend-zoned or leaving early as well, which I definitely have seen over the seasons. And then it gives a preview for episode 3, which after the first couple of episodes, again, the season really starts to pick up. It's really any Love Island season really picks up like at the tail end of week 2, at the start of week 3. It's where really everything clicks together. But episode 3, there's going to be 2 new male bombshells arriving, one black, one mixed race. There's a kissing challenge that will stir things up. We're probably going to need our fans for that one, Kimberly.
What fans?
Yeah. And if anyone who is watching ever wants to join us for one of our recaps, please feel free to slide into our DMs. We would love to have you join us. Some final takeaways of the season. The two leading ladies are Megan and Shakira, clearly. Megan and Tommy could be the potential long-term couple. I always like to see one long-term couple that were together from the start make it through the season, which we didn't really have for US this season. Kind of want Blue to leave, not feeling Blue. Yeah. Some conclusion. Before we get into it, I mean, this was really the end of the episodes. Before we end today's live, Kimberly, from what you've heard of Love Island UK, what are you feeling? Are you excited to watch it?
I'm curious to watch it. I don't know if I'll be as excited as I was for Love Island USA, because for some reason, for me, it's like foreign shows, I just don't really get as excited about it. I don't know what, I've always been that way for years. I don't really get as excited about them, but maybe since there's like an American in there, sprinkled in there, I'll like be a little bit more excited. But you know what? It may even surprise me. So I'm here for it though. I'm curious. So I can't wait to get started. I'm going to start that tonight.
Keep curious. You do this for me, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Do it for me, girl.
I want to do it too. Yeah, I'm really curious because I love all this Love Island stuff. So I'm here for it.
Yeah, it will be good, and it will help you understand the formula more as well. It'll be really good. And Kimberly, what do you have coming up?
So right now, what I've got coming up is, we're going to take a little break, this is Kimberly A. Bryant. So probably take a break for a few weeks, kind of like get things together. Then we've got like another project coming up. I'm going to have like another podcast episode I'll drop probably in about 2 weeks. It's going to be like a music special episode, probably like in between our break. And then with the surprise artists. So
exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. But yes, everyone, next week we will be taking a week break. I will be off on vacation, doing some scuba diving in Key West. Kimberly will be off enjoying her new job, getting everything situated for her move as well. On my end, if you're not following me on Pop Culture Expose, please follow me. For the last couple of years, I've been investigating. This has been a labor of love. I'm kind of looking forward to closing this chapter in my life as well. But for the last couple of years, I have been investigating NT Lawyer of Crazy Days and Nights, the main man who puts out all of the blinds and celebrity gossip that's out there if it's not coming from Dumois themselves. I collaborated with him in the past as well, but for the last year I've been investigating him, breaking down over my last couple of episodes who he truly is, how he targets his female fans, the horrible relationships he gets in with them, the lies that he does as well. So I am releasing in 45 minutes, Kimberly, on Pop Culture Expose, the interview that I did with our friend Cassandra. That was a very eye-opening episode. I also did a lot of editing as well to really kind of make it feel like a documentary, to really paint the picture of what transpired between them. So please, guys, this has been such a labor of love putting it together. Please check it out.
Well, I cannot wait.
Comment. There is potential that there could be a documentary in the future. Cassandra is working with a documentary crew right now. So hopefully that comes to light. But the man behind the blinds is not a good guy. And even the New Yorker wrote about it. It was one of their top articles last year Was there 3? It was their 3rd biggest article of last year.
Oh,
Kimberly,
wow.
beating out a Diddy story.
Oh, that's crazy.
Which is crazy, right? So please, guys, it's been like the biggest labor of love, content-wise, that I have put together. Looking forward to closing the chapter. So that's dropping in 40 minutes. And then on Tuesday, I'm dropping an episode with the Bish therapist as well. Melissa Reich. I interviewed her last October about this topic, but I wanted to release it in the order that I'm releasing it. So that will be coming out on Tuesday. And she talks about the impact gossip has on people, why people might be wired a certain way, who does things like he does. It's a very good take on all of it. So check it out. That would be good for you guys to check out next week while Kimberly and I are taking a little bit of a break.
Yes.
So,
gotta get this.
Lots coming up. All good things ahead. All good things ahead.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, everyone, that is a wrap on today's Villa download. We've got drama on both sides of the pond, couples crumbling, new ones sparking, and a season ahead that already looks chaotic, just like we like it. So we will be back in 2 Wednesdays at 7:30 Central, same time, same place, covering the latest Love Island headlines, new Beyond the Villa chaos, and the next batch of Love Island UK episodes. So until then, keep your drinks cold, your chats hot, and remember, in this villa, it's never just a game. And I love you, Kimberly.
Love you too, girl.
Take care, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
Bye.